Hello, this is Journal 2 or Chapter 2 of Crabbe by William Bell. I've thought a lot about why I ran away from home, and it's still pretty tough to put my reasons into a couple of tidy sentences. I've never been very good at explaining myself. Somehow, between the inside of my skull and the outside of my mouth, the words get all changed around or they hide on me, and I can't get hold of the ones I want. And I grew up in a house where I was told what I thought or how I should think. I wasn't asked. At school, nobody is particularly interested in your feelings, and they only pretend to be interested in your ideas. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sorry I did what I did. Sure, sometimes I feel guilty about the fact that I scared my parents and relatives, but deep down, I'm glad I did what I did. I'm glad because it's the one intelligent, independent, creative thing I've done in my life and the one thing I've done for me. I read a story one time, The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. It's about a teenager who grows up in some dirty, sooty slum in England. His father is dead, his mother's a runaround, his brother is a troublemaker. This guy is bitter about everything, especially his dad's death, and eventually gets into trouble and is sent to reform school. While he's there, he hatches this plan that he thinks will get revenge on the in laws, the people who obey the law and have all the money. He's especially interested in getting back at the warden of the reform school, who finds out that the kid can run fast and wants him to run for the school in the All England race and win the big trophy. The kid knows the warden is only using him, giving him extra privileges and things so he can get the glory and show society how he's a wonderful rehabilitator of youth. So, what does the kid do? He takes all the extras the warden gives him. Then, on race day, he leads the pack for the whole race, and a dozen or so yards from the finish, in sight of the warden and all the bigwigs and society types who pretend concern for kids like him, he stops. He just quits cold and stands staring defiantly at all of them. The other runners pass him, and he loses. See, sometimes words don't count. They fly over people's heads or they get trapped in the filters between their ears and their brain. Words are too easy to ignore, misunderstand, or twist around. Sometimes you have to act, and sometimes so dramatically that people are stunned, stopped in their tracks. I don't say I escaped for only one reason or that it was all revenge. I was sick of my life and already sick of the future that everybody had planned for me, but nobody bothered to consult me about. I wanted to be free, to opt out of the plan. But but like the runner, I wanted to do something that would symbolize what I thought and how I felt. So I planned the escape carefully. It was to be the one perfect act I perform in my life, pure, clean, like the edge of a razor. And that's the end of chapter 2.